sort through it. The people that have alien technology, if the people that do have an alien craft that they work on, what a weird reality you must live in. The whole rest of the world's got guessing, and you got this thing in front of you like, oh, it's real. We have one. I could show it to you.
That's how everybody in Space Force will have to feel, right?
Right, they must. How many of them you think see shit?
I'm saying, how do you think Elon Musk really feels? Like,
I don't think he's going to tell you.
No, I'm saying in his head, can he still have a superhero? Or is he one of them?
Ooh.
You know he's one of them. Like,
if you're the richest dude in the world and you're also a super genius, how the fuck do you stop yourself from thinking you're a superhero? That's the big question.
No, it's not like that.
No?
No, it doesn't have superhero side effects to it.
I mean, you would probably think.
The more you know how little you know.
That's true, too.
There's not you know what I mean? And nobody has ownership of information. That's why reading books moves civilization. Mm-hmm. Because, like, when I said, like, you know, I read 3,000 books, people were like, yeah, right. But, you know, everything in life is about the environment it was grown in, the petri dish, right? So if I told you that from the time I was 8 to the time I was 12, I never celebrated any birthdays. I never went to a birthday party. I never had a Thanksgiving or Christmas. I never trick-or-treated. I wasn't allowed to watch movies, and I wasn't allowed to watch TV. All I could do was read. If I told you that, then you would understand that for 8 hours a day, I got 8 hours, and I can read, and I love to read. And so I'm reading books that are 250, 200 pages, and it takes me about an hour to read one. So yeah,
it takes you an hour to read
I'm
150
reading
pages
8 a day. Yeah, like all I'm doing is reading, because that's what. So I'm checking out 20 books. The limit at the library is 20 books at one time. So I'm going Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, just because this is my thing. Like,
so you're getting 60 books a week?
Minimum. Because
really?
Yeah, because I'm reading more than that, because I still have religious books that I have to read. So understand this is pre-internet first.
Right.
So understand that in reading one thing that I'm reading, right?
Right.
This one thing that I'm reading is also requiring me to have this appendix book that is the source book that it's telling me it's getting these things from. And so I've got 4 books open at a time just for this one book. Like, I can read classics and nonfiction. So I'm saying no novels or anything like that. I'm just reading Time Life has like 1,800 of these individual books on all subjects of the world. And
so you just spent most of your time reading?
Not most, all of it.
All of your time reading. And then when did it
That was my thing, because like I was able to be in each of these stories. You follow what I'm saying? And I was getting so much information. Like half of those I probably had to write a 1-page report on after, you know. But yeah, that was my whole thing. And the numbers aren't even really accurate, because I read more than that. Because like sometimes I would read something and I wouldn't get it. Like the Three Musketeers. Like I probably read it 3 times because it was so. I read it like the first time to read it, but then the next time I had to read it again because these characters were really distinct characters.
Right.
And I couldn't figure out, wait a minute, did this happen really in history, or was somebody just this good at telling this story of the, you know? But But it's things like that that leads you to the Knights Templar story, which leads you to, seeing how things through history have remained. You know what I mean? Like, all of that you get from the books.
Well, history to me has always been the most fascinating thing because you can't quite imagine it. You're trying to imagine it, you're piecing it together, listen to these stories, and you just sit back and go, what the fuck was that like?
Right.
And that
Which
wasn't
is
even
what
that
we
long
create
ago.
every day.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, we're creating the future's version of what the fuck was that like. This place right here freaks me out the most. Because this area, specifically this area of Texas, the Hill Country, was just all Native Americans forever. There's thousands of arrowheads, man. Look at this.
Here's the
My friend
thing.
found this on his ranch.
None of those people, when we say those people, none of them picked a bad place ever.
No.
That's when you understand that there's a grid.
Yeah.
Because nobody's holy people picked bad spots.
No.
Everybody understood certain things about the area, and long before they had x-ray machines. And
Yeah.
if you just went by that in the whole world, you would start to understand, like, the true power of the Vatican and the fact that certain things are based on real shit, like the Ark of the Covenant ain't some spooky little story. It's
What do you think
like,
it is? Think it's like a nuclear generator or something like that? What do you think it is?
whatever the nucleus is that would nuclearly power something that would have initially been in the pyramids would also have been in the Ark of the Covenant, which would be the same thing. It's something that you can't fuck with, and it's radioactive, and it's very powerful.
That's why
but
they gotta
it
put all
still
those rocks
has to
around
be.
it. Oh, shit.
That's what I'm saying. Nobody's telling any crazy stories, my man. Not globally.
No.
No. Everything.
Well, it gets
was
less
about
crazy
something.
every year. It gets less crazy every year.
Yeah.
20 years ago, talking about any of this stuff was straight up nonsense.
Yes.
But now people are like, hold on. That's probably what disclosure actually looks like. It looks like a slow trickle integration into the zeitgeist to the point where it's just normal.
Because a lot of times they're right.
Yeah.
A lot of times it turns out that they were right, that no, we couldn't have told people this because, they would have went and this would have happened and that would have happened. And you can start to see that. Like,
Yeah.
Hey, woman. Since your man ain't got no heart, what you going to our apartment tonight? I'll show you a real man.
There you go.
What? Fuck you. Hey, woman. Since your man ain't got no heart, what you going to our apartment tonight? I'll show you a real man.
There you go.
What? Fuck you.